and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a all my dolls video and also how I display my dolls tour. Normally with my all my dolls videos I put them in order of how I received them, but they're kind of, I'll explain the order of how they're displayed, but this is how I display them on the shelf, and this isn't necessarily in the order that I got them, but this is kind of a little overview on my display, so let's get started. So the flow starts here on this shelf, then it goes down, and then it starts at the bottom, and then goes back up again. So that is how I have it currently displayed right now. And for the historical dolls, we have it in chronological order. So the very first doll we have here is Kaya, and Kaya is one of my favorite dolls in my collection. She is so gorgeous. If you're thinking about getting her, or if you like really unique dolls, I highly recommend Kaya. She is so adorable. I love Kaya. Definitely one of my favorites. And I got her in October of 2022. We have Felicity over here, and she, I got her in, when did I get her? I believe in 2020. I think around Christmas of 2020 I bought her for myself for Christmas. And Elizabeth, I got her in August of 2020, so before Felicity, but I got them around the same time. And again, Elizabeth is another really gorgeous doll. She is so pretty. I love her Josefina mold. She's definitely another one of the prettiest dolls in my collection, in my opinion. And then we have Caroline, which I received as a kid. She was actually the last doll I received as a child, and I got her for Christmas in 2013. 2013 is when I got her. Then I have Josefina. Josefina is one of my newer dolls. I got her, I believe, in March or April of 2023, and I got her kind of for a birthday gift, I guess, for myself for turning 23. I couldn't find anything else I wanted, so I decided to get Josefina, and I'm really grateful for that because Josefina is so gorgeous. I love her earrings so much. Down here we have Kirsten and Marta, and I got them in December of 2019, and they were the first dolls that I bought as an adult, but I was totally planning on reselling them, and that never happened. So I kept Kirsten, and I turned the other doll into Marta last year. So it took me a long time to figure out what I was going to call this doll, and I really like having them both, but I really want a singing bird doll, which was Kirsten's indigenous friend. I would love a version of Singing Bird, and I wanted a version of Singing Bird since I was a kid, and I was even thinking about getting a Kaya and renaming her Singing Bird so Kirsten could have a friend, but I didn't end up doing that as a kid because it's not like now when I can just save up for a doll a lot easier than I could as a kid. But anyways, regardless, Singing Bird, I hope she's going to be in my collection in the future. Hopefully soon, maybe. Next we have Murray Grace and Cecile, and Murray Grace I got as a child in 2011 for Christmas, and she is one of my favorite dolls in my collection. If you've been following me for a while, you know that Murray Grace is like the star of this channel. I love her so much. She's in my profile picture. I love Murray Grace so much. She was my favorite as a kid because she had blue eyes and brown hair, and I have blue eyes and brown hair. We don't have the same face mold, and my hair is really curly, but at the time I was just like, she has blue eyes and brown hair, she's the closest like me, and she's a historical, so I got her, and she was like my favorite. Cecile was another close favorite. Cecile is absolutely gorgeous, but I didn't get her in time before she retired, which was so sad. But I did find she was on the first doll, or she was the first doll that I bought intentionally as an adult. So I got her in May of 2020, and she was the first one that I went onto eBay and I was searching for. And Cecile and Nellie were the two dolls that I wanted so badly, and I ended up finding her very quickly for a great price. So that's my story about my Cecile. I love her. Then we have Alice, and I forget what year. I think maybe Alice in Wonderland was published in 1864, 65, something like that, I think. I remember searching it and being like, oh, it's relatively close to Addie's time. But this is Alice, and she was my first American Girl doll ever. I called her Kirsten because I thought she was a Kirsten, but she is a Just Like You 3. And when I got my actual Kirsten, so I turned her into Kirsten, and I turned this doll into Alice because I used to dress her up as Alice all the time because Alice in Wonderland was like one of my favorite books and movies as a kid. I really liked the cartoon version, and I remember seeing the live action version movie in theaters for my birthday because I was just so obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. So I'm really happy with this because I don't know, I think she's really cute, and I try to dress her in like, you know, historical, like what you would see kind of in the books of Alice in Wonderland, so I put her in this dress. So this is Jonathan, my first and only boy doll, and I would love to have more boy dolls. I have ideas for more boy dolls that I want to get, but that I'm planning on doing another video where I talk about dolls that I want next, but and boy dolls are on the list. But oh, also if you want to see my video on my dream historical boy dolls, I created a list of ideas that American Girl like could do for historical boy dolls, and I posted that. Maybe I'll have that linked in the description if you wanted to check that out, because I would love to create some of those ideas on my own if American Girl's not going to create it. But he is Jonathan from Dracula, which is one of my favorite books, and it was published in 1897, so that's why he is here in the shelf. So on this bottom shelf here, it's kind of a little bit disorganized. So we have the Victorian girls here, and first we have Diana from Anne of Green Gables, and I found her at a thrift store, and I've always wanted a Diana doll ever since I was a kid. And then when I started thinking about actually making a Diana doll, I really wanted her to have the Jess mold. So here we have Samantha, and Samantha I got as a kid. I received her for my birthday. She was my third 18-inch doll ever, and she's just so cute. I love her. Samantha is gotta be one of my favorite historical characters. I just love her collection. She's so cute. Murray, Grace, and Cecile will always be my favorite, but Nellie and Samantha are also like up there on the list of like my favorite American Girl characters. Then we have Taryn and Clara over here, which are my Maple Lee dolls. Taryn was my very, very first 18-inch doll ever. She made me doll obsessed. So cute. I love her. Maple Lee is still one of my favorite brands to this day. I totally am needing to get more Maple Lee dolls. Jenna and Sila and Leonie are on my list. I will get them eventually, but they're just so cute. I love them, and I love what they represent for Canada. And I've talked about Maple Lee before. If you want to see my deep dive into Maple Lee, if you're maybe not familiar with it, or you just want to know everything that I could find out about Maple Lee, make sure to go check out my video, which will be linked in the description. So if we move over to the other shelf, this is where this shelf starts. So we have Claudie from the 1920s, and this doesn't make a lot of sense because these two girls are modern here, and then it goes back into historical. So it's like historical, and then there's this break in between. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I can't fit them on the modern shelf. I don't have space, so they're sitting here for now. But we have Claudie over here for the 1920s. We have Nanea, Molly, who I also found at a thrift store in 2021, I think. Then we have Emily, which is the first doll I bought with my own money back in 2011. I got her from the American Girl store, Boston, and I really liked her because she was from England, and I thought it was so cool to have an American Girl that wasn't from America originally. So I thought Emily was just such a cute doll, and I loved her hair. Overall, Emily is, to this day, one of my favorite characters. And then we have Mary Ellen, which I got a month before I got Molly, which was really cool because I wanted them. Those next dolls were on my list, and then I decided to get Mary Ellen for my birthday, and then a month later I found Molly at a thrift store. Next we have my modern shelf here. So it starts here. So I have the World by Us dolls, and I put McKenna first, then Yvette, then Maritza, because what I've heard from people, I haven't read the books yet, but McKenna, some people recommend reading McKenna, sorry I had to stand up, McKenna's book first, then Yvette's, then Maritza's, so that's why I put them in the order, and that's what a lot of people count as the order for World by Us, so that's why they're in that order. Then we have Sage, Girl of the Year 2013, 2013. And then we have Grace, Girl of the Year for 2015. And this is where Cubby is going to go when I eventually get Cubby, because I will be getting Cubby. I know I will, because a theater kid Girl of the Year is like my thing. In this display is my Welly Wishers dolls plus my Hearts for Hearts dolls. So Welly Wish, this whole shelf, other than the Caring for Baby doll, I got this baby doll off of eBay for like $30, and it's just from the babysitting set for Caring for Baby set. And now I think they're called Itty Bitty Babies or something, but I got it, didn't come with any clothes, and I just put this Anna Green Gables outfit from a little porcelain doll, and then I made this little bonnet thing, and then I found this little bicycle from the thrift store, and it fits really nice. So that is my itty bitty baby Olivia. So I have Ashlyn and Willa. I got them from the thrift store, and these are official American Girl. Then these dolls are Hearts for Hearts dolls, which is another brand of dolls. I don't know if they exist anymore. Some people say they do, other people say they do not. I think maybe you're just allowed to get them online, and now I don't know what's going on with them. But these two, this one's Bridget, this one's Jenny, and they're the little sisters for Samantha and Nellie, part of Samantha and Nellie stories. And then I got this new girl here, and this is, I don't know what her name is going to be, but I would love for her to be maybe a little sister for Kaya, but then I don't know if Kaya has a little sister in the books. So that has been a tour of my American Girl doll shelf, also all my American Girl dolls. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow my Instagram and my TikTok for more doll collecting videos, and I will see you all next time.